Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be fighting a 200-point Kill Team game between my Dark Angels and Tata's Salamanders. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels and the Salamanders jointly worked to push back a chaotic uprising that had occurred on this occult uprising that had occurred on an Imperial planet. An Inquisitor came to the planet and declared that the population needed to be purged to ensure that the insidious cult had been completely wiped out from here, and then they would send other people here to repopulate the planet. So the Dark Angels, after having fought them, were going ahead along with that plan. But the Salamanders decided that they needed to stand up for the people, and we're not going to allow that. So we will be playing a push forward mission. Both sides looking to get further ground on this planet so they can either stop or hold back the forces, or go forward and purge this planet of the insidious cult that's inside of it. So, that is the story that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies. And for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a 5-man scout squad with bolters, and a 3-man attack bike squadron, 2 with heavy bolters and 1 with a multi-melta upgrade. And for the Salamanders, we have a 5-man stern guard squad with 2 combi flamers, a heavy flamer, a plasma gun, and a rhino as a dedicated transport. So for the Dark Angels, from left to right, I have my leader, who is allowing D3 plus 2 models to outflank. Probably not going to take advantage of that since everyone already has that. Then I've got my multi-melta attack bike. He's ignoring cover. I've got my biker there with all of those parchments on him there. He is going to have Feel No Pain, and then the guy on the right there is going to have Preferred Enemy. For the Salamanders, from left to right, we have his leader, who will seize the initiative on a 4+. Next guy has Feel No Pain. Next guy over there has Mastercrafted. And then the guy on the right there has Preferred Enemy. So those are the armies. Going over deployment here, my leader is back over here. He scouted up closer to there. My multi-melta guy is here. He scouted up. He scouted up. He scouted up. These 2 guys infiltrated over here, and these 2 guys had infiltrated and scouted up over here. So that is the movement phase. That's the position, the deployment movement phase. The deployment for the Dark Angels. Deployment for the Salamanders. Everybody's inside there. So they're right over there. The objectives are here, here, and then one's right back over there. So that's deployment. As of right now, Dark Angels are going to be going first, unless my opponent can seize the initiative on a 4+ because of his leaders. No, with a 3! Yeah! Woo! I'll take it so far. So, we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. He shuffled up onto the objective there. He shot up over this way, passed the dangerous terrain test. He shot up over this way, didn't have to take one. And he shot up over this way, passed the dangerous terrain test. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. Alright, so my multi-melta guy here is going to fire into his rhino over here. I get to ignore cover, which is beautiful with because he's my specialist there. So let's see if his multi-melta hitting on a 3. Yeah, that's a hit. So looking for a 3 to glance. He's not in melta range. So just looking for a 3 to glance. That's a pen. Ignores cover, so it goes through. +2 to the result because of melta. Come on, baby, show me a Phil face. Let's get this going right. Yeah, with a Phil face, I called it. Woo! So that is first blood. Woo! All right, so it exploded and it killed one of his guys, his heavy flamer guys. So that's it's not great for him. So moving on in the shooting phase. This guy back here is going to fire into them over here. So I've got the blacks are going to be the bolter, the greens are going to be the heavy bolters. I'm going to fire into the guy with the plasma, hitting on 3s. This is twin linked, so everything hits. These are going to be wounding on 4s. These are going to be wounding on 5s. 3s, sorry. 4s and 5s, then it get worse. Alright, so 4s and 3s. Okay, that's all wounds. So we got 5 3+ saves. No, he did. He's really dead. All right. And this guy here is going to fire into his leader over here. So he's got Preferred Enemy. So hitting on 3s. All right. Don't need to reroll anything. That's pretty good. Wounding on 4s and 4s and 3s. I keep saying 5s. All right, 4s and 3s. So we got 3 wounds, 3-up armor saves. Oh, and he goes down. So that is slay the leader. Woo! And break the enemy. Woo! All right, so those guys back there are going to fire into here. So we're going to go against the guy on the left over here first. So we're going to go with the yellow-haired guy. That makes a difference. So hitting on 3s. No hit. The other guy, same guy. That's a hit. Wounded on a 4. No, nothing there. So that is actually the end of the shooting phase, and no one can charge since those guys all scouted, everyone scouted or infiltrated. So that is the end of the Dark Angels turn here on turn 1. Turn 1. So we will come back to you with the break test for the Salamanders here on turn 1. All right, so here comes the break test. We're going to go with the guy on the left first. Looking for 9, good. And then the next guy is good. So they passed the break test. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Salamanders here on turn 1. All right, movement phase. These guys shot around over this way, and that guy shot over that way. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he's going to start off by shooting him with the flamer. So wounding on a 5. No, nothing there. Oh, but twin link because they've got the master-crafted flamers because they're Salamanders. All right. And now this guy is going to do the same into him. So wounding on a 5, that's a wound. 3-up armor save. Yeah, he makes it. Okay, that's it for shooting phase. On to the assault phase. He's going to charge into him. So I'm going to shoot Overwatch, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Okay, these are twin linked. Okay, nothing there. Rolling. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, he is way in. And now over here, the same thing. Okay, a little bit better on that one. All right, so wounding on 3s and 4. All right, so we got 1 wound, 3-up armor save. He's good. And his distance? Yeah, he's in. All right, we'll move him in and we'll come back to the fight sub phase. All right, we're gonna start out the fight sub phase over here. So we're both at initiative 4. So he's gonna have his 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. Wow, okay, wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound, 3-up armor save. Oh no, so he takes a wound. And my attack's back, I've got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound, 3-up armor save, and he's good. So I lost combat by 1, but I've got stubborn, so looking for an 8. And he's good, so we'll be locked in. And then over to here, so we're gonna go with his attacks first. 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. No hits. Okay, and then my 2 attacks back, hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound with the fill phase, 3-up armor save, and he's good. All right. So that's a tie combat, but both of my guys are going to try to hit and run. So initiative test for him. He's good. And initiative test for him. He's not good, so he will be locked in. All right, so I will move this guy out, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys all moved up here. He moved up there because his guy consolidated back into the corner over here. He is locked in combat, and everyone else stood still. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start out with my multi-melta guy shooting into him. He ignores cover, so green's going to be the multi-melta, blacks are going to be the bolters. So hitting on 3s. Oh, twin linked on these. That one's cocked. So we got, this is going to be wounding on 4s. This is going to be wounding on 2s. Yeah, he did. All right. All right, so moving on here into this combat, we're going to start with his guys. We're both going at the same time. So he's got 2 attacks hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. Oh, and he's dead because he already took that other wound. So he will consolidate, and then we will come back to you after. Oh, no, I get to attack back. Oh, yeah, let's see if I can attack back. My guy will be dead, but he does get to attack back. So 2 attack base, hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit, wounded on a 4. No, he doesn't move, so I was right. Just a little preemptive there. So, yeah, he'll consolidate, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the the break test for the Salamanders here on turn 2. All right, so he consolidated up here, and now we'll do his break test, looking for 9. Ooh, failed, and they shall know no fear. Oh man, here it comes. Let's see, he gets to reroll. Oh, and he's good. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for him on turn 2. All right, movement phase. He moved over here 1 inch away from my guy over there. So we will move on to shooting phase now. You're going to use a bolt pistol so you can make the charge. All right, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. And do you want to move on to the shooting phase? Onto the assault phase? So let's see if I can overwatch him here. So, blacks are going to be the bolters, greens are going to be the heavy, oh no, it's melty melt, I forgot about that. So, he's going to be hitting on the green, blacks are going to be the bolters, greens the multi melta. Hitting on 5s and 6s. Nope, and then twin linked. Got 1, wounding on a 4. Oh man, 3 up armor. No, and he is dead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how this game ends. Super brutal. Super brutal. I don't know if you've seen the last battle that I had with him with my Gene Stealer cult and his Salamanders kill team game. I said that was the most brutal game of kill team that I've ever seen in my life. Apparently I was wrong, because this is now the most brutal game of kill team I think I've ever seen. That was unbelievable how brutal that got so fast. Turn 1 already breaking the enemy there. So, oh man, it was brutal. It was, yeah, that was crazy. Attack bikes apparently in Kill Team are just awesome with the 2 wounds and the weapons that they can use. It's just really awesome. You know, combination of the multi-meltas and the heavy bolters really did a number onto his guys there. So, but again, an awesome game, quick game, so it was a lot of fun. That's why I love Kill Team. It's just so refreshing, so fast, so awesome. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek, as always, and my opponent's been Tada. And until next time, have fun.